Mom, why won't you let me watch the
Dexperience.
Howdy hi!
Hello everyone,
Dexters,
and welcome
like
to
that.
the latest
I like
episode of
Howdy
the
Hi.
Dexperience.
Howdy hi is good. I think Howdy hi could be the new actual intro.
Yeah,
Isn't that the Christmas poo? Hanky,
Ah,
the Christmas
Mr.
poo?
Oh shit, it is.
damn.
Oh, damn.
Howdy hi! I watched South Park
We
today.
could still do that.
Well,
Yeah,
stay
we could do
tuned,
it.
Dexters.
We'll
We
see.
are one day going to find an original opening
Original
for you.
opening sentence.
Yeah, for
Maybe
sure,
we should take
for
a
sure.
line from the theme song.
Oh, that makes
What
sense.
is it like, Mum? Why can't we listen to the
Howdy hi.
Dexperience?
Oh, I meant like the Pokemon theme song.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Also,
alright,
our
right.
theme song also works.
That does.
Dexperience.
Should we introduce the elephant in the room right now?
Hey, are you calling me
I
fat?
didn't think I was just about to say.
Yeah, so for our audio listeners, Oliver's not with us today, so he brought
not.
in a guest star
Yeah.
called Lorenz, who's a long-time Dexter.
Long-time
Long-time
Dexter. Not just
Dexter.
that as well. He was also a former world's
Seniors.
world's
It
seniors
doesn't
contestant.
count. It doesn't count.
It
Harry.
counts. It
You
counts
went
in
to
the
Worlds.
in
You went to
VGC.
Worlds. That's so good.
I was young and unafraid.
This man knows his Pokemon.
And do you want to introduce yourself just a little bit?
Well, I
Lorenz?
think we should. Usually, you introduce the person. You go like.
We've
You
already
go like.
we've
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah.
We said his name's Lorenz and
Alright.
he was a VGC contestant.
Okay.
You got, what fun facts do you want the audience to know about you, Lorenz?
Yeah. Dance.
Oh, he's
Oh.
getting stage fright.
I like
Yeah.
mollusks.
That's why you go. Lorenz is a marine biologist
Yeah.
studying
Really
for his
sick.
PhD.
Yeah.
He lives right
Crazy.
now with Wellington, and he's also a member of Stu Productions.
Yes,
with
he
me and
is.
Logan.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Pokemon, Lorenz?
Oh, yeah.
Favorite
Oh,
Pokemon? Drifblim.
Drifblim.
Nobody
I
cares
would
about
not
it.
have expected Drifblim.
Well, what
I
did
would
you
have
expect?
expected like a sea creature.
A sea
Ah,
creature.
like a Pukumuku.
I feel like maybe that's pigeonholing you a little bit, though.
And
I mean, I wasn't going to say it, but...
Dennis had a
Edgy
good
hole.
question for
Oh,
Lorenz,
yes.
actually.
This is a really important question.
Mm-hmm.
Which Dexperience host are you?
Well, I know the answer already.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. We were like umming and ahhing at rehearsal the
I
other
think
day.
I think Lorenz is a Harry.
Ah,
Okay, tell me more.
Well,
Yeah, why?
Similar humor
oh,
wise, I
great.
think.
I like that.
And you both like, I don't know, now you found out after this that you're both seriously into Mass Effect
Uh-huh.
and Pokemon. You got a lot in common.
Actually,
out for
yeah. I think you've convinced me because I was like, oh, Lorenz is obviously a dentist.
Okay, wait, but I want to hear why
Yeah,
you
what was
think
the
I'm a
original
dentist.
argument for
Well, I was just thinking, well, we're both into Pokemon and we've
Okay.
seen the anime, but I guess Harry has as well, and I guess
yeah.
you and Harry have more in common. You both play D&D, and
Oh, we do.
Yeah, we
I
do.
play D&D sometimes, but not
Yeah.
like full time or anything.
Yeah, full time. I get paid for
Full
it.
time D&D.
He's a professional player.
Yeah. So okay, Lorenz, what do you think?
Well, you haven't asked
Harry,
Harry
who
yet.
do you-
I wasn't prepared for this. I think I would have to say me as well. Yeah.
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 I think
Okay.
I would, based off all the other arguments, I would
Okay,
agree
wait,
with.
drum roll.
Yeah.
Who is it?
It's got to be my Mass Effect boyfriend.
Yeah.
Is that what you were
Okay.
thinking
Caden
originally as
Alenko.
well? Did we change your mind?
Yeah.
No, it was.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
good.
It's honestly, man.
Beautiful.
Mass Effect and Pokemon.
Now, the other question is, who is your favorite Dexperience host?
Oh.
And we're not gonna.
No, I think that's like asking a mother to choose between the children.
I mean,
Yeah.
I already
Me.
have an answer though.
Oh.
Oh, we can say that off camera.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you,
okay.
might make the
Yeah.
rest of the podcast a bit awkward.
sour.
if-
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Okay.
I know it's me.
I know it's me.
We can all agree it's not Oliver though.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, fuck
why
that guy.
That's why he's not
He's
here.
just showing up.
Hi, Oliver. You, hope you're doing
You
well.
know, we should give him a
Stop
call. See if he
lying.
picks
Yeah,
up.
see if he
yeah.
picks up.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
want to
so
fill the
Oliver
airspace while I
is
call
right
him?
now away with family, doing family things, and we're just gonna,
Apparently, he's cooking for the whole family. So
As he
Cooking.
should.
yeah.
He's doing a good job, that boy.
Debatable.
What's his name on my phone?
You,
can
you
bring
don't
it up
have,
on mine
you don't
as
have him
well.
on your phone?
No, I do. I just
Oh, yeah.
forgot. Oh, it's under Twee.
okay, there we go.
Twee.
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 I honestly don't know where Twee came from.
We
Twee.
can tell you the story.
I'll tell you the
Logan?
story of camera.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. The phone is ringing. Do you want to fill the space?
Maybe
while...
like it'll be a story time at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if he changed. He had like a really. I always say he has like a really. Hi, my name's Oliver. I'm not here.
back to me.
I'm probably busy or something.
There you go.
right now. I don't know. It's something on mute because
Should I try calling?
It didn't even ring.
Yeah, it's probably like out of battery or something.
Or maybe he's like, do not disturb.
Or
He's
maybe,
probably turned it off.
yeah.
Why would he turn his
Maybe
phone
he
off?
thought that we'd call him.
Because
That
he doesn't care about us.
He doesn't.
he just knew that we'd call.
We'll try with Logan, and
Yeah.
if
How
not, then
dare
Oliver's
he.
fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like, this could be an emergency.
Yeah, he doesn't know. I might need the key to the apartment.
No, yeah.
No,
Okay.
straight to voicemail.
Okay,
Oh.
well, let's get. Well,
Oh
let's-
wait, we should
Oh.
talk about how we went and competed in
that's right.
on
Oh,
the competitive
sure,
competition,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
we should
yeah,
talk
yeah.
about that for a bit.
You
Me, Logan,
No.
Logan
I
wasn't
wasn't
there.
there.
Me, Oliver, Harry, and Lorenz
Yes.
went to compete in the local Pokemon tournament that just sprouted up like
Yeah,
a little.
it was the first one run by Victory Up, if I'm
Yeah,
correct.
big shout
Yeah.
out to Victory Up. Thanks
Yeah.
for sorting that out and for all the fun times.
And Lorenz actually won that tournament.
Because
Yeah.
I destroyed everybody.
And
really
Oliver
did.
came second.
Oliver came second.
Oliver
It's a shame
came
he's not here to talk about it.
And Harry, you came fourth.
I came
and
fourth.
I came sixth.
You did.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
we were. It was so good.
How many
How
people
many
were
people were
there?
there?
6 people. but I mean, like there were 10 people that signed up, so they were absentee. So I feel like I still came
Absentee
out ahead.
ballots.
I lost like every round.
Oh, bless.
You won one match.
I feel a few matches, but I didn't win like the total rounds.
Yeah,
Mm.
I worked at the games. I
So-
won. I won 7 out of 12 games, so I won over half. So that's a personal victory.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
So competitively, like I'm like I wasn't competitive at all. I was just there for fun. I brought a bunch of like my old favorites. Like I had like a competitive team from like Gen 3 or 4 that I brought up, like which was like a Gardevoir, Flygon, Torkoal, and it's like a Jumpluff. Although you can't use Jumpluff in Galar, which is
It's not in the game.
Not
Yeah.
yet.
very sad.
Not yet.
Sad days.
I had an interesting team. So I had teams prepared. I had a ranked team based around Politoed and Kingdra, and a Hail team based around Ninetales and Frostlass. And I didn't use either of those teams.
Oh.
I panicked and I used other
Your
Pokemon.
Corsola.
But I
was
took
the-
in my Galarian Corsola,
Yes,
held with
trusty
an
Coral.
Eviolite,
Oh,
a Mimikyu, my Mimikyu named Meatballs, Corsola, Sad Boy Hours. I took in my Steelix named Dexteril because it's another big wall, and I took in, what else did I use? I forgot my 4th slot. I think I used Porygon Z, my
Oh, right.
my
That-
Sir Quackers.
That thing needs to
Sick.
die.
Yeah. It was just a hodgepodge of Pokemon I bred for single teams and tried to make them work in doubles, and it was 50-50.
yeah,
It
and
turned out fine, but not great.
And Lorenz, you had a Trick Room team
Yeah.
that I took for granted, to be honest. I was like, oh yeah, Trick Room team.
No, for all people who know how I play, Trick Room's like my
What
thing.
is a trick room?
Trick Room is basically a room full of tricks.
It's a move that you use that reverses the speed, so the slowest Pokemon goes
The
first.
fastest
That
one goes
thing.
last.
Oh, waka
So it's quite like difficult if you're not prepared to deal with it. I got you in the first match that we did.
because you flinched
Flinch
me.
hacks. Rock slide flinch hacks.
Yeah,
I got
because-
destroyed by Lorenz in both of my rounds with him.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I was
so,
running
like-
the common
yeah.
Hatterene and DD core, which is like usually foolproof except against flinch and imprison.
I have a way for it now, which I'm not going to tell you.
Well, I'm not gonna bring it next time.
Okay.
So like, how do you think the competitive team has like changed from the competitive scene? Sorry, has changed from when you competed at Worlds to like with now.
What year did you compete at Worlds?
2013.
So what was the...
Again, it
so
doesn't
X,
count.
So X and Y would have just came out around that time.
Yeah, X and Y would have just came
7
out.
years.
Yeah.
Well, it was still Black and White too, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Black and White was the weather generation, and weather isn't really here anymore because like turn of 6th gen, they like gave us the 5-turn weather count,
Yeah.
which kind of neutered everything. But when weather was there, it was just everywhere. So I would say like this current meta is quite different in the sense that it's not dominated by one thing, but Dynamax is quite.
I'd say that what I see most common when I play online is Trick Room. Trick Room and or Follow Me as a singular move.
I mean,
A lot of teams are based around Follow Me, I find.
Trick Room is very easy to use. I mean, I like Trick Room because I don't really have to think much about it.
Yeah. Yeah. fucking
Trick
yeah.
Room's so good because you do get to use like you don't have to really focus on speed as much because everyone else is focusing on speed. So you can maybe like have a mixed attacker and things like that. Right?
Like, that's the problem with Trick Room teams. Two of my teams are based heavily around speed, especially my Politoed Kingdra with a Swift Swim and Drizzle. That doubles my Kingdra speed, like choice specs, just bang, 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 one shot everything. But set up in a Trick Room, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
To put it politely.
But yeah, I'm totally keen to like go back there again and
Oh,
try
for sure.
and
Yeah.
Yeah,
get a
I
higher
want to
ranking.
play next time.
Yeah,
we
you
want
should.
Logan's
I'm
gonna win.
I'm gonna get Lorenz to help me though.
Yeah,
Mm,
for
good
sure.
idea.
What a lot of people did was they took like what people have already been using competitively in like tournaments and
Makes
stuff,
sense.
and
That's what I probably
Yeah.
would have done.
adapted
for
them
the
a
first
little
time.
bit, which would be really cool. Okay, should we go into the game now?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do a game.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do a game.
This game is called Guess That Poke-moji.
Poke-moji. It's a good one.
That's the rip-off. Poke-moji.
Yeah, the Poke-moji movie.
Poke-moji.
Oh God, no!
I don't know. Let's remake the first Pokemon movie with emoji.
Emojis.
Oh no!
That's a meme waiting to happen.
Okay, so how this game works is I'm gonna slowly start describing the emoji, and because it's like an oral medium, I can't just show it. So it's like
Yeah.
I feel like we want the listeners to kind
I
of
feel
listen.
like you can quickly.
Okay, so we'll have like
Believe in you.
I
Believe in
think I know what these Pokemon are.
Should we go like
Yeah, I do.
first to two?
First
First
to
to
two.
two. Okay, okay.
First to three. How about?
That's
How
what
many do you
Alright,
have?
I was
usually
wondering
do.
how many you have. Yeah.
Oh, I have like 15. I
Oh,
think.
yeah, we
Whoa,
can go
okay,
first to
that's-
three.
That's heaps. That's
Yeah.
heaps.
What's
Okay.
everyone's buzzers?
Yeah. What are our buzzers?
Do me last.
I'm gonna go Polydord.
Carp.
We'll see. Lorenz stole mine. What's another Pokemon?
Gotta go with Rattata.
What's a
Okay.
Arbok. I want to change to Arbok.
Go.
Okay, so the buzzers again are
Carp.
Sweet.
okay.
Good mix.
So feel free to interrupt as I describe them, but if you're wrong, then you don't get to have another say until everyone's had another turn.
That's a
Okay.
good idea.
So okay, the first one is a trident, a penguin.
Carp.
Lorenz.
Empoleon.
Yes.
Ah, that was
Okay.
great.
Nice.
All right,
Yeah,
one
that's-
to you. Stick a finger up.
Just
Keep count.
So, yeah.
Okay.
I forget.
The next one is a guinea pig, an electricity symbol.
Charbok.
Harry.
Morpeko.
No.
Oh, that's,
What's a
that's
guinea
what I was
pig?
gonna
Okay.
guess.
I mean,
And the last one is a fairy.
Carp.
Yes.
Didn't it?
Lorenz. Yes.
God damn. It's
Nice.
between. Yeah.
It's more of a rat than a guinea pig.
I was 50
Well, it's the same
Well,
emoji.
because the new
is what I'm
Pokemon,
just-
isn't it?
Yeah, Morpeko's the new one.
That's how I thought. Yeah.
Okay. This next one is okay, like the bell symbol. It's like, you know that thing you see in anime with like that chimes.
Charbok.
Harry.
Chimecho.
Yes.
Hey.
The thing that
I
chimes.
think that chimes. I wonder what that could be.
Okay. Okay. And this one's okay. It's like a dog, and then like you know that purple angry face, or like
Okay.
with the horns, and then a fire symbol.
Carp.
Charbok.
You can
Lorenz.
go, Harry.
It was Lorenz.
Oh, Hound Hour.
Yes.
Lorenz absolutely.
Lorenz,
I had no idea
Victor.
about any of those.
Oh,
Well,
bless.
what were the rest of them?
Well,
Oh.
just do the best one. What's the best one on there?
Okay, we can do a bonus round.
Yeah, let's do it. Bonus round.
Winner takes it all.
Sure. Yeah.
Sounds good. Go, Logan. I believe in you.
Okay, this
Oh.
one's oh.
Harry's mom.
My mum was calling me. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's alright.
I'll reply back quickly.
Do you want to talk to her? Or...
No,
No.
we'll we'll
Do the,
finish the episode.
You
See
wanna-
if she wants it to.
I was
You
like,
wanna talk
have
about
her
it?
on the pod.
Do that.
Okay.
What's the bonus round?
Okay, this one's a dragon, like that, you know, that green dragon thing.
Mhm.
A blue heart
Heart.
and a cloud.
Well, a dragon, a blue heart,
Oh.
and a cloud.
Carp.
Lawrence?
Altaria.
Yes.
Oh, that's what I was
No,
gonna.
no.
I was just about to say
that
that.
one was a bit.
It's the blue heart.
Oh,
Lorenz is the ultimate emoji.
He is the-
Poke-moji champion.
I'm just a
Poke-moji
nerd,
master.
If they're
okay?
ever doing the Poke-moji movie,
Lorenz will
Lorenz,
be the
cast
the
Lorenz.
hero.
Well, if they
So
pay
now-
me, sure.
yeah.
Should we jump into episode 31?
31.
The
Ninja
Poke-Showdown.
It's actually like probably technically like episode what, like 33 or something?
Maybe.
Because
Oh, of the
family.
anime.
We got
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got we got bottom lines.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
bottom
I
line.
do have a
I
bottom
don't
line.
have
go
one,
on.
but I'll think of one.
I haven't thought of one.
Treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Okay, I've got one. Theater saves the day again, and I will have to explain that because it doesn't make sense.
Bottom line, headaches are an inherent superpower.
Snaps.
Bottom line, Venonat is a stalker.
Yeah. Okay.
Stalker.
Yeah.
Stalker. I was in that show.
That's a song from a show we did.
I was in it.
Called Elevator.
I was not in it.
You're right.
So this episode
Should've
starts
been.
off with the gang lost in another forest.
They are lost.
As they should be.
I just want, no one has maps. Okay. They did pull out a map actually in the last episode, right?
Yeah, so where did
Yeah.
the
But I
map
don't know
go?
why everyone keeps losing. Like they didn't just follow the map.
Well, maybe they don't have like a compass to figure out north, right?
Yeah, but
Like, yeah, I guess.
And like maybe you get turned around.
Do they?
just look
Do
at the
they
stars
always?
at
Are they
nighttime.
still getting lost in woods in the later series?
Ah,
Yes.
probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would say so. I mean, it's very easy to get lost.
Mm.
Oh, I just want to say before anything, like I think Psyduck is like I could relate to him a lot as a kid, and I think
Yeah,
like
constant
Did you get a
headaches.
lot of headaches?
well, no, but like
just
Psyduck
have
was
3
always
hairs.
everyone was
I've
always
been
always
there
like
for 4
getting
years, I get constant
frustrated
headaches.
Okay.
with Psyduck because like Psyduck seemed to just be like kind of like like dumb or something, but
Aw.
like
Oh,
what?
Why are you laughing
Oh.
at?
Yeah, Harry.
Carry on, carry on.
I understand, Harry.
Because like it's a thing like when you're a kid you are dumb, like you don't know a lot of things, and like so then
Kids are fucking
you can get
They are.
you can frustrate and be frustrated quite easily, and I think that's super relatable
Yeah.
with Psyduck. Like Psyduck was always so cool, and I would say that Psyduck is like if you're like I believe what's the phrase, like neurodivergent, like not like neurotypical. It's like you can relate to Psyduck very easily because it is like a bit like sometimes there is a miscommunication there because you obviously Psyduck doesn't mean to frustrate Misty, and I think it actually means a lot to just to skip forward in the episode when Misty does show some compassion for Psyduck that his latent psychic powers are unleashed.
She's not very nice to Psyduck. She wants to
No.
trade
No,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of the first,
Oh, yeah,
one of the
that's
first
right.
lines of the episode is like Misty complaining about Psyduck and Brock is praising his
She
Vulpix.
roasts Psyduck for
Yeah.
drinking cold water.
Cold water
I
makes
drink
headaches
that.
worse.
He's a
Water.
duck.
Yeah.
That's where he
He was
lives.
thinking
He
about
lives
the-
in the water. It's like
The headaches, though, man. The headaches.
Will make
Yeah.
headaches
There's like,
worse.
there's like a nice little throwback to the 2 episodes ago with Brock.
Yeah.
oh yeah, with the
Uh,
Vulpix.
But also, Misty is like a water Pokemon trainer,
Right.
trading for a fire type.
She must
Yeah,
really
it's
hate
pretty-
Psyduck.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But Brock is also like, I love my Vulpix more than anything.
Yeah.
Which is a bit savage.
Poor
to
Onyx.
Literally all his other Pokemon
poor
that he's
dude.
had for
Yeah.
way
Do
longer.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a rock type
That's quite
trainer.
sad.
Come on, Brock.
And then the gang starts walking over another precarious bridge.
Another
Or-
bridge
Yeah,
over another
How many
dangerous river.
bridges have we had?
I'm sure
So
it's
many
It's
about-
like the
bridges.
third or the fourth.
Kent-
Yeah.
I respect Sorry, Harry. Ash is actually afraid of the bridge. Fair enough, because last time they walked, or the first time they walked across the scary bridge, Brock died.
Brock fell in. Yeah.
Brock
So-
died.
It makes sense for him to be crawling on the plank as the other two are just walking by. They're like, "Where are we?" And
Yeah.
then
Did they not-
Pika goes, "Pika, Pika," and points over to the left, and there's a big building that no one else saw.
Big
they-
mansion.
Did they not pay taxes in Kanto? Like, why are there so many like pathways that end up with them like having to go over like rickety planks? And
Yeah, this was
bridges?
literally just a wooden plank.
I think-
Because
I
the
think-
adventure.
I think that'd be a good research to do with the infrastructure around Japan in the 1990s.
Well, actually, it's an interesting point because from what we've seen of them trying to like innovate structurally, like building tunnels and stuff, did
Yeah.
have intervened, and so like I wonder if like
Because without a doubt, in the later animes, there is more cities, more
There is
more
cityscapes,
infrastructure.
and more bridges, and
Are
more
there
like
any
safer pathways.
troll Pokemon? Maybe they just keep destroying bridges.
some sort of
Why is there no goats around?
oh my god.
Oh God.
There's
There's
what
the
is
answer.
X and Y, the goat Pokemon.
Yeah, it took them to get to
Skidoo
to
and-
Europe. To
Oh,
get
that's why
goats.
they didn't come back from Dexit.
From what?
From
What?
Dexit.
Dexit.
Dexit?
Like the Dex cut
From-
from
yeah.
Sword and Shield.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my British mind went to Brexit, and I had
I mean,
war
well, that is what it
flashbacks.
is.
That,
yeah.
That's what it is.
Although, like,
Ah,
It's not as
okay.
bad with the DLC now. It's only like
Yeah.
There's
200.
234. that are missing.
Still
So,
no Pachirisu.
A lot of my favorites didn't
Simple
make
as-
it in.
Like
But
what?
a lot of them did. Pidgeot, Survivor, Mighty Anna, kind of. I mean, it's nice to have. I think they're the ones that didn't make it in. There was already a bit of overlap, like Pidgeot with the flying type, Corviknight.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there's like a speculation for Gen 4 remakes because most of the cuts were from Sinnoh.
There's a lot of I think. Well, I also heard as well that Pokemon filed trademarks for like new names
They
that
filed trademarks for
that
everything,
both.
though.
Yeah, but there was like Diamond and Pearl specific with like extra names, like Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, but it was something Diamond, something Pearl.
Oh, don't get me
Yeah,
started on
interesting.
those remakes things, because like I feel like if they might overdo it, you know,
Well, that makes sense.
because
I
they
mean-
did the remake Kanto like 3 times.
But Kanto is
or
like,
something like that.
sacred.
Yeah.
And when you look back at it as well, even the remakes, Kanto was still so goddamn boring. Yeah, I fucking said it.
Shots fired.
Kanto's a
You
bit
know what?
more interesting than Galar, though.
Well, Galar has the wild area, which is
Yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
and the cities are more designed. Kanto is building here, Pokedex here, market here, Poga, what are they called? Poga, gyms here,
Poker.
and that's it. Poker, and then one has a safari zone, one has a big shopping mall, and that's really
Wait,
it.
is this Safari Zone in the Galar game?
No,
No,
Kanto.
in Kanto.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, there's like nothing, like no landmarks that are really memorable in Kanto.
Oh,
Maybe
but
except
what, Lavender
Silph
Town?
Well,
Lavender Town.
Yeah.
The thing is though, like Kanto, as it is and as we remember, was made for like the Game Boy.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
And like,
Exactly.
the thing is now, like it's like if you want to revisit Kanto, it kind of has to follow that blueprint. Otherwise, people will
Exactly,
be like,
yeah.
you know,
This
you've
isn't
changed it.
Kanto.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
I mean, I felt that when they redid Alpha Sapphire and Mega Ruby, because they did change some things. I was like, I don't know.
What they changed annoyed you?
Well, Moreville City, I felt like that was a bit much. They explain it like in the post game after
Yeah.
I finally got back to finishing it.
Mm-hmm.
But I was just like, that, and also loading screens. Like in the original, it just felt like the originals are so much snappier. And I think,
Because it's a bigger game now. There's more stuff for it to
Yeah.
load.
More
That's just
assets.
how it works.
yeah.
I think it'd be cool because the latest Pokemon series are going between regions. It could be pretty cool if in like a new game they went like to like all the regions because we don't really need a new place.
Well,
No,
that's
you're not
like
wrong,
the forever dream of every Pokemon fan.
Yeah,
right?
to have a big game with all the regions.
Yeah, but like,
yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna happen logistically.
Yeah,
though.
Uh-huh.
there's a lot of bloat that could
But
happen there.
like when you look at I'll use Heart Gold and Soul Silver as my example, where at the end of the game you go back to Kanto from Johto. Why can't they do that with more games? Like there was a big hoo-ha about this DLC possibly letting us go back to Kalos in Sword and Shield, and it didn't happen. That would have been pretty damn cool,
Kalos.
and it could still happen. We
Which
could,
one? Which is Kalos?
Generation
Six.
6.
I think like when they were doing Hot Gold and Silver, the original Gold and Silver, that they kind of were thinking, oh yeah, we're just kind of a flash in the pan.
It was a good insurance policy to go back.
Well, they were like, yeah, let's just do this, and then maybe we do more, maybe, but maybe not as well. They were. I think they felt that way with Ruby and Sapphire as well. Like at that point, it's kind of hard to believe, but I think with Ruby and Sapphire, they still kind of were like, okay, yeah, we're getting big, but also like if you look at the anime as well, like they had like almost a very limited budget.
Yeah.
For the anime.
Well, Pokemon exploded initially out of the gate. It was huge, and then around Johto, it did start to die down.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
And
without a doubt, Hoenn revitalized it.
Hoenn and I think Diamond Pearl, it was like they were still big, but that was kind of like they were kind of like
Well,
ramping
It
back
never
down.
reached the mainstream that it initially had, but it was still very popular. Pikachu is one of the most recognizable faces in the world. You know,
I think I don't even know like where was that? Was it X and Y or Pokemon Go that kind of just made Pokemon like ubiquitous now?
Pokemon Go.
Go.
Do you think?
I think it was
Yeah.
Go because
Yeah.
like it brought back people and it brought other people who had never experienced Pokemon.
Yeah,
Because it's free and it was on phones.
exactly.
Yeah, because I'm a big Go player.
You
and
are.
I feel so attacked. No, just kidding. I'm a big Go player, so I've experienced like people with like no prior Pokemon experience and people who were like just Gen 1ers and came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started playing. I played 1 and 3, and then Go came out, and I played Go for like a solid 6 months.
Yeah.
I played
it's-
it. I played it for one day and put it down.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
I mean, back to you know, like I think it did make a lot of those Pokemon Go like, just iconic. and now Pokemon Journeys is based off of Go now. It's more influenced by Go than Sword and Shield.
Characters literally called Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind it though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's nice to see Ash get actually good Pokemon for once.
Yeah.
Have you been watching it, Harry?
I've started watching it because I can watch it through my VPN.
Oh, cool.
I'm so sad
many
about
subs for me.
Gengar because he's like the ultimate ghost Pokemon, and he got ghosted.
Yeah.
No.
Spoilers, Lorenz.
I'm sorry.
We're like literally like 15 years away from that.
I had no idea what it was.
Where did we get up to in the episode?
So they just saw the episode. We got some Scooby-Doo vibes.
Oh,
is
they
what I
saw,
call
they
it.
saw the mansion. That's right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
and then they
Fuck, we're still
started-
right at the start.
Yep, they started walking. Well, I mean, like they start walking through the mansion. It's kind of very. I got like Misty fell through like a secret door, and I was like,
Yeah.
this could be a Scooby-Doo episode.
Mm.
Yeah, and Brock was like, "This is a secret door. There's something behind
Yeah,
it."
which I was like, which Scooby-Doo character do you guys think that the crew would be? Like,
I saw like a picture with that.
Oh,
Well,
that's right.
it was like Ash and well, for me, I think I kind of agree with the picture. It was like Ash was Shaggy and Pikachu was Scooby.
I was instantly going to say Ash is Shaggy, but he does have a confidence of Fred as well.
Yeah, but Brock
Yeah.
is very much.
I
Fred.
do get
Brock is
Fred
Fred,
vibes
yeah.
from
Fred.
Brock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Misty is Daphne.
Oh,
Really, I would say
say
she's more Velma.
she's
I
like
think
a-
she's much
a
more.
sh-
I think she's Daphne from
much
the
more
live action
outgoing.
movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess they're both redheads,
Boss-ass bitch.
right?
yeah.
Lawrence, do you think Sabrina's a boss ass bitch?
Dennis, you know my opinion
you
on
brought
this.
this up.
Okay, never
Yeah, he
mind.
said
Don't
no
worry.
already.
Don't worry. So I think the
let me just
Scooby-Doo-
put this out there.
yeah.
Go for it.
With Sabrina,
Yes.
I prefer her manga version.
Okay. I
Because-
agree. I can see that. Yeah.
Sabrina in the anime cannot hold a candle to her manga version.
Can
Uh-huh.
you,
Yeah, I
explain
mean, yeah.
Sabrina in the manga?
In
for
the manga,
listeners?
she's on Team Rocket.
She's on Team Rocket. She controlled a combined version of Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno, and she almost killed Red.
Are they called Uno Dos Tres as one Pokemon?
No, it's there's so
Trying to
the
make a
unofficial
joke there. Thank you,
the
Logan.
unofficial one was Zapmalkuno,
Is that
but-
Malkuno?
and the Japanese one was Thephizer.
Oh.
'Cause, like, I think Zapdos is Thunder, Moltres is Fire or something like that, and Articuno is Freezer.
Oh, I like that.
If
I like that.
if me, Logan, Harry, and Oliver would be all Holoden, that would be our combined
Yeah, that would be-
person.
I like
Oh, that's what you.
That sounds like a Pokemon region.
a Holoden.
A Holoden.
That sounds like the
It's
whole
gonna be my
region
new
from the
D&D
TCG.
campaign. Main continent.
Hmm.
A Holoden.
What, your Viking one?
Maybe.
Like
We
I forgot about that.
so yeah, they fall through a secret door and they saw a Venunet.
A little
and-
cute little pipple ball.
Dexter gets some good FaceTime. I guess
FaceTime?
you'd call it,
Yeah.
in
Dex
this
time.
episode. And we learn that with Venonet's eyes function as radar.
Radar.
It's pretty sick.
It's cool antennae.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
What's
it starts running away.
What's the thoughts on Venonat first look? Like,
Venonat, like our impression of Venonat.
yeah.
I love Venonat.
It's like
Have you seen Venonat before, Logan? Before this
maybe in
episode?
the games.
Yeah.
I'm curious to ask what color you think Venonat is.
Purple.
Yes.
Nice.
Do you
Harry.
see it as purple?
I
then?
thought he was like black, but
Right,
because
yeah.
you asked me, I said
Yeah.
purple.
Fair enough.
Logan literally can't see some colors.
Yeah.
But
I think you've mentioned it multiple times.
yeah.
Thank you,
But yeah, so
listener.
I thought Venonat was kind of cute, minus like if his eyes weren't like bug eyes.
Oh, but what did you think of its evolution?
Yeah, it's-
Well, we'll talk about that when we get
Disgusting.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they start running and
yeah.
chasing after the Venonat,
I got you one.
and then there's a Voltorb just chilling in the ground.
Yeah.
And
Sucking
like
it.
Dexter was like, this Pokemon is unknown.
Yeah,
But he still has information on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he still has a picture of it and what its name, but doesn't know
Is this the first time we saw Voltorbs in the anime?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think
I'm
so.
pretty sure. I was
No.
drunk at this one before.
Did we see it in Magnemite?
I don't.
That was the
think
power
so.
plant.
I don't think it
No.
showed up.
No, we saw the Magnemite and then Magneton, but
Yeah.
we didn't see Voltorb.
Yeah, I think this is like Voltorb and
We didn't say
Voltorb's
Electrode.
tribute. I don't think Electrode shows
This
up.
was Voltorb's debut. I wasn't
Yeah.
aware of that.
Hmm.
That's
old
interesting.
They should have taken more time.
It was
to
it was
enjoy it.
the way they had Voltorb in this game was very video game style. How in Kanto some of the Pokedexes, some of the Pokeballs you'll find in the wild are just actually Voltorbs.
And they kill your Pokemon on Nuzlocke.
Yes, they do.
Because they have self-destruct.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically what they're doing this whole episode.
They go boom.
Team Rocket uses them as like grenades.
Yeah,
They,
I know.
they try. Yeah.
It's fun
They try.
bowling ball grenades. Yeah.
Messed up. So they're charting after the Venus.
Yeah, the idea of the trick house. It's used in Gen 3 with the trick house, but also like
trick room.
yeah, trick room. It's like the idea of like the ninja house with like all sorts of like traps and stuff to deter would-be invaders.
Well, it's kind of like
a visible wall.
Yeah.
it's like Koga's gym in the game as well. There's the invisible walls in the gym.
Oh, I just want to say, in the
yeah.
games, like, because I think you could always tell that there are walls there.
You can
Specific angle.
For me, when I play Fire Red and Leaf Green, if I squint, you can see like a white outline, like white dots that see where the walls are.
It would have been harder on the original Red and Blue if you're playing on like the dark screen.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember
you'd have to
like
try.
having to tilt the Game Boy to
Yeah.
actually see it.
Oh, I had that
Game
gave me so much eye problems because like I'd play it with the worm light attachment. To the
Yeah.
Game Boy,
yeah.
and like I'd play it in bed with like my covers
we're old.
on,
We're old.
just so that I didn't get in trouble. And like I'd be like do 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 do.
I hated
that's so good.
Lieutenant
backwards,
Surge's puzzle
Oh,
because it's literally random.
With the rubbish
yes.
bin?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Literally random.
I'm glad that they kept that in for the remakes of like
Let's
Fire
Go.
and
Yeah.
Let's Go.
And
was
Let's
so
Go they made it
easy,
easier
though.
because when you find it, it's the one always to your right
Oh really?
of the trash can, I
That's
believe.
much easier to
Yeah,
predict.
so much easier now. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, so there's
Oh.
they run into an invisible wall, and then they're like, oh no, so they try to go back the other way, and then it's another wall, and then and then Ash almost falls, and then like what? They chase after the Venonat again, and then Ash almost falls to his death.
Yeah, like he
Yeah.
leans against a wall or something, and then he gets almost tossed off, and then he like tries to chase a Venonat across like this secret way, and then he trips like a trap,
So,
which makes Shuriken fly
sorry,
right
I
at
just
him.
want to go back to when Ash nearly dies.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Because Brock, Misty, and Pikachu are like, well, that's Ash gone.
Yeah,
It's like, they just
Hey,
like
to
clap
be
their
fair,
hands.
they're barely crying.
To be
Yeah,
fair, they
they're
are
like
crying. They are
They
crying.
well up
That's
a
sad.
bit, but they kind of just like, we gotta keep going.
It's
Gotta
like
keep these goblins,
it
keep
is
going.
played for a joke, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah.
it's like a melodramatic, like haha. he's
Ash is
dead.
hanging up. Guys, help me up. And then how do they help Ash up?
Oh, we don't
What's
really
your
know.
theories?
I think maybe probably just shortly they got like Geodude. 'Cause he
That's
can fly.
boring.
Yeah.
That's
Or,
boring.
or he could have like
true.
Ash could have like reached down and got his Bulbasaur.
Maybe Onyx.
But he would have had to have one hand holding him up.
Yeah,
We
I
see how
didn't
strong
say it
he
would
is.
be easy.
Maybe they made this like human chain.
Yeah.
Well, they
Brock
always,
just drops Misty.
they always have that tent that they walk around with, right? So maybe they just use like a rope from
a
the
tent pole.
Yeah.
Brock's trusty frying pan.
So yeah, once they
Drying
get
pan.
into that room, they bump into.
Is it a trap? I thought it was. Is it Aya?
I thought Aya was throwing.
I thought she
Aya
threw
throws
the
them.
ninja
Oh.
stars.
Well, I always thought that like he tripped like some sort of string or something that made Shuriken fly in, but I mean maybe
yeah, because he runs through another trip door, and then I think and then there's like.
Yeah.
Nice
Well, I
sound
mean,
effect.
like, how could one person fire that many Shuriken at once? as
Because
well?
anime.
She's a ninja.
I guess.
She's a
Also,
ninja.
we meet Aya, which I thought was quite interesting because she wears like bright pink,
Yeah.
and that used to
Is
be
she in the games?
no.
No, but in Crystal
yeah.
Heart, Gold and Soul Silver, he has his daughter Jasmine take
Jan-
over the
oh,
gym.
Janine.
Oh, Janine,
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Take over the gyms.
I thought that's interesting. I think that they got Janine from
Aya?
Aya. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff
Because
in.
Aya's the sister, though, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she's not. She's like an anime original character. I think like they do get a lot of inspiration from the anime that they implement. But like
Yeah.
obviously they can't just be like take it wholesale because I think there's like issues with like giving credit and like
Yeah.
things like
Yeah.
that. So they just kind of made it so that they could
Really
be
cool.
like, oh,
She's a cool
Janine.
character, Aya. Yeah.
Aya says, "Did you enjoy your star treatment?"
And I was just about to say she's wearing bright pink, which is supposed to be funny because she's a ninja. Ninja is supposed to be inconspicuous.
Yeah.
But as a culture, we're now used to ninjas wearing bright clothing because of Naruto.
Oh.
Like Naruto
Yeah.
himself wears like bright orange, and so that joke of like the ninja wearing wearing bright clothing and being super conspicuous is like not even really a joke anymore.
It's kind of just normal to me because
Yeah.
of Power Rangers, though.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I watched that
Oh,
around the same
yeah,
time
they
and
did
same
have
age.
a
Yeah.
Ninja
Wait,
Power
so many
Rangers.
ninja
Yeah.
things now are just
Yeah.
colorful because it's boring just to see everyone in black.
Well, that's
You
like
gotta
it's a
gender people.
it's like a representation thing, because
Yeah, you're
like
wrong.
because now we only see the ninja that are bright and colorful,
Oh,
and the
I see, I
ninja
see.
the ninja that are like stealthy, we don't even recognize them
Because
and
they're
so-
really good at hiding.
Yeah. There are like 5 ninja in this room right now. See if you can spot them.
Yeah. Give you a hint. Right there.
Oh my
God,
god!
Oh,
Oh my god!
Hi, Steve.
Yeah, that was
Oh, is it Minecraft, Steve?
Rock obviously has to be creepy as well as soon as we meet.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because Misty roasts her for wearing pink. And
Yeah.
then Brock's like, "Ooh, no, I think that pink looks really good on you." Yeah.
Oh,
And then
simping.
Misty whacks Brock over the head with a comical mallet.
Yeah.
It was a comical.
Maybe they
mallet.
used that mallet to pick Ash up.
Ah!
Rig up.
Mm.
Confirm it's
That's
canon.
good.
Drop it down.
That's
Ash
in my
holds the
canon.
mallet.
It's like squeaky though.
It's fine.
And then out of nowhere,
They battle.
They battle.
Oh, yeah, that's right, they battle.
Ash
Aya-
and Janine.
Aya battles Janine.
Aya.
Janine.
Yeah, sorry.
Aya battles Ash.
And then it's what Bulbasaur versus Venonat.
Oh,
Venonat.
Can I just say this is like I think the first time that leech seed is used.
Yeah, Leech Seed looks
Yeah.
gross.
It is gross,
like,
but
like the way it looks like when like you watch those gross pimple popping videos.
those videos,
Oh,
those are so
but,
good.
It pulls out of his head like that same way.
But
and then,
plant.
like,
So
flies.
satisfying.
I get you there,
Love
but
it.
then when the seed lands on the Venonat and the vines come out, it's very cool.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what
'Cause
I
it's different to the game.
yeah, because like I wonder like if I guess they didn't really translate that the energy goes back to the Pokemon.
Bulbasaur. Yeah.
I wonder, because watching this as a kid, I've always wondered why Ash never used it
Yeah.
again.
Leech
Because this is the
Seed.
first time we see Leech
Yeah,
Seed.
spoiler alert for you, Logan. If you've been like waiting for leech seed, when are they gonna
I
use
love-
leech
My
seed?
favorite move.
I was like that a little bit.
Because like
Yeah.
it's such a good move. I mean, even in the games, it's such a good move. He never uses it again.
Yeah, it's a real shame.
I
It's
mean,
a real
maybe
shame.
Bulbasaur only has one seed.
He blew his seed on the one Venonat.
He seeded
He blew his
Venonat,
load early.
and that was
Yeah.
it. He couldn't-
Damn, Bulbasaur.
Yeah, maybe it takes like a while for him to reform the seed or something.
And Ash
Yeah,
never
it
grows
takes
up.
20 years.
Yeah.
Ash never grows up, so it's just like he just,
He's screwed.
Yeah.
yeah.
But Ash wins that battle with I keep wanting to call her Janine.
Janine. Yeah.
What's her name?
Aya.
Aya.
Yeah, pretty.
Like yeah.
And then a Voltorb just blows up.
Yeah, Voltorb
It
rolls
falls out of the ceiling or something and blows up. And then there's lots of smoke. And our main man Koga shows up. And that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
they learn that they're in a ninja mansion.
Yes.
And it's the future gym the whole time.
Yeah.
The Fuchsia City Gym.
They found
He
it.
lays down a pretty pretty serious challenge. He's like, you can't leave unless you defeat me.
Yeah,
I
and
actually
then-
forgot that Koga had an accent.
Does he have an accent?
Yeah, he
does,
does.
yeah.
He's like one
Yeah.
of the few characters that has like a strong accent.
Probably the voice actor probably wasn't Japanese.
No, he wasn't.
So
Exactly,
it's kind of
yeah.
an interesting thing.
I
that
think-
was very common in the 90s.
I would have thought because ninja character. Let's make sure he sounds Japanese.
Yeah, that as well.
Okay.
Like I think this whole episode was very Japanese themed. And
Oh, for sure.
they they even name check Kabuki, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited to touch on that.
Yeah.
when we
Yeah,
get
because
there.
we have Team Rocket cuts and then just a quick one talking about how there's lots of poison Pokemon.
We know they like the
gym,
poison
and they want
Pokemon,
to steal
yeah.
them.
And they're like, it looks like a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I felt like that was a bit much.
It was a bit much.
That was a
but
bit on the nose.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it.
And then we get the battle with another Venonat versus
Ash
Pidgeotto this
Pidgeotto,
time.
but-
Dennis's favorite Pokemon.
I love Pidgeotto,
And
the
it
Pidgey
gets-
line. Yeah.
And then it just automatically evolves.
Ash is like, oh, another
Thi-
better than that. This
This is what
easy.
irks me
Yeah.
because like I
yeah.
was alluding to this the other day
Yeah.
because like I'm a scientist, I know science.
Yeah,
I'd
I'm
like
a
to say,
scientist. On
but
farms.
in
Well,
like
it's just don't sport.
Muscles.
well,
squirts.
I'm the pseudo Oliver. But then Brock's supposed to be the smart one, and he's like a metamorphosis attack.
Right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
He thinks that it's like some sort
like,
of illusion.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Although maybe he thought it was like a transform move or something.
But still, though, it turns into a butterfly, a moth,
A moth.
Yeah.
a lepidopteran.
It just evolves. That,
Yeah,
lucky it evolved.
It was
How do you
interesting
know?
because Koga was like, this Venonat has more experience, and then bang, it evolves.
Well, that's the second time we've had an evolution.
In battle?
Mid-battle?
Sabrina had a
Oh, yeah.
evolution.
Ah.
battle.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
true.
think
Yeah.
they just like wait until like they can send have a battle and they're like, okay, hold it in.
They're cool in the
Because
game.
it's cool.
It'd be
Yeah.
cool in the game to be a Pokemon evolved
Mid-battle.
Mid-battle.
Yeah,
That'd be
well,
sick.
that's
Yeah.
kind of what they did with X and Y Mega Evolutions.
Yeah,
That was that kind of dynamic of like, I'm gonna use my mid-battle power up, Mega Evolution.
That's what Dynamax is.
Or in Japanese they go Mega Shinko.
I thought it was Shinka.
means- oh, Shinka, yeah.
I don't know,
I mean-
honestly.
It means
Shinku.
evolution. Pretty
Pengu.
Pingu.
Noot noot. I love how my brain works.
See, we got a Venomoth, and then your Pidgeot gets destroyed.
Well, it gets sleep powdered.
Destroyed.
No, it's Stunspore,
move.
isn't it?
Stunspore, then Sleep
Yeah.
Powder.
Oh, I missed the sleep powder. Sorry, flat
Yeah.
mess of being loud.
And then Charmander shows up against Venomoth.
I thought
Venomoth is a terrifying
want to
Pokemon.
ask.
I thought this episode Charmander was gonna evolve.
All of it. I had a memory that you did.
Yeah,
I was
thought so
wrong.
as
Yeah,
well, but
I was wrong. Yeah.
I had a memory he did, then I remembered when he actually evolved.
Yeah.
I still
Spoiler.
remember. Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I know
I'm not saying.
I know that they're I know Charizard. I just don't know the other two
Oh,
evolve.
just
Yeah.
when it happens. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I know Charizard gets there eventually.
Yeah, he sends out his Charmander. The battle's looking pretty fair.
Yeah, like bug type against fire
Fire
type.
type, pretty
It's
easy.
pretty. Yeah.
Out of nowhere, we get a theater show.
I love this. This was wonderful.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Especially spending all of last year studying Japanese theater.
Oh
This was so exciting for me. I was
So
like,
what do you?
"Oh."
So would you like to share what you kind of know about theater or Japanese theater in general,
Well,
or
they were
anything
doing-
about theater?
You studied about
With
it.
Team
Harry,
Rocket,
right?
we're doing Kabuki theater.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So Team Rocket coming down dressed in kabuki garb, which I loved. It was really fun. I don't remember the actual name of the style they were dressed in, but the characters they were kind of portraying with how they were dressed with the big wigs and the wonderful colored face paint tend to typically either be the very over the top like godlike character or evil god character or something, which was really fun. But they were very calm and reserved with the delivery with the lines, which was kind of unexpected.
They were a little more over dramatic than normal. Like,
Well, that's
Yeah.
the nature of kabuki.
It
Exactly
is.
that. Yeah.
A classical Japanese dance drama. It's known for the stylization of its drama, the often glamorous costumes worn by performers, and for the elaborate kumadori makeup worn by some of its performers.
Thank
That's
you,
from
Wikipedia.
Sponsored by.
Sponsored by Raid Shadow.
Shadow
Legends.
Not
Yes.
a valid citation.
Not at all.
No.
But Kabuki theater is a wonderful form of theater. It's so bright and colorful and just wonderful.
It's just so different as well from like maybe Western theater.
Even the theater in Japanese at the time, Kabuki was an offshoot of no theater, which is very, dare I say it, very quite slow and boring.
And compared to Yes Theater, it's like even more different.
That's a big boo. You could tell you took the comedy course, eh?
Yeah, I paid a lot of money.
but yeah, so yeah, Team Rocket do a Kabuki theater of their catchphrase.
Yeah.
Is it a
It was
phrase
interesting
or
because
a-
Their
they,
motto.
they were all dressed up, and like usually when they're dressed up, they kind of hide the fact that they're Team Rocket.
yeah.
But this time they came straight out doing the motto, not
Yeah.
even hide the fact.
It's weird to see. I think we see Team Rocket like at least twice. What? Twice? 3 times?
Two, three times, yeah.
in this episode.
Yeah. They like come back.
Because they get defeated this now and then.
Yeah, Koga owns them.
Yeah, Koga destroys them and then drops like
A bunch of Voltorb.
like 50 Voltorbs.
Yeah.
He just sacrifices some Voltorbs.
Those poor
lives.
Voltorbs,
Now-
Yeah,
just their
literally,
entire
he-
life is spent in the roof being waiting to drop.
And then he uses them as
drop.
bombs.
Yeah.
Literally, a
It's
couple
not
of
a
them
really,
blow up.
you know,
Didn't they have
they'll do
this-
better with Team Rocket, I feel like.
Didn't they have like the web thing?
Yeah. What was that? I
Yes.
looked away
Yeah,
and
it
then I was like, "What's that white
No,
stuff?"
I
that
was
they're
after
away,
the
went
Voltorbs.
back, watched it, and then there was just that web again. Yeah, because Ash and Koga just start sending their Pokemon to Team Rocket, and then all of a sudden they start getting webbed.
Yeah.
Well, first off, they get knocked into a different room. It's a slanted room.
Yeah, a rake
Oh, yeah.
stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I was like, theater saves the day because it's a rake stage.
I see,
Which
I
is like a
see.
tilted stage. You know, so many stages are rake stages, and you wouldn't even notice unless you set foot on them. Like, it's like-
But yeah, they go into this different room, and then Team Rocket's like, all right, let's get rid of these costumes. Boom. And then Team Rocket garb. And instead of sending out their Pokemon, they just start webbing with their hands.
They do send out the Pokemon,
Oh,
but yeah,
yeah.
then they
Oh,
start
they do, of
throwing-
course. Yeah,
They're
sorry.
like
start throwing like
Spider-Man.
web. Yeah, they start throwing
Yeah,
like
remember
Spider-Man
Spider-Man?
web bombs. You
Yeah.
can get web bombs in the video game.
yeah.
Actually.
You know, it's like it's funny when they find stuff like that is super like actually like effective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that they never
completely
comes back.
that actually works.
Like Pikachu can't get out, Charmander can't get. None of the Pokemon can get out of this web.
Well, I think goes back to maybe the B plot of the story, the Psyduck story, that they needed to write out like Pikachu and all these other Pokemon.
That's
Definitely.
exactly
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Because we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, because they escape with the help of all the Voltorbs. The Voltorbs then like they run away. That's when they run away into the slanted room, and then they're like, "Oh, we're safe." And Pikachu's trying to bust out and stuff, and they can't. And then Team Rocket come back, and Misty tries to get out Star.
Star you
you.
first, I think.
And then what's his name?
Psyduck.
Psyduck comes running.
Well, and also James has a backpack full of Voltorbs now.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And that's when Meowth starts like rolling them at them.
Yeah.
Like bowling
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
And then like Misty's like, no, Psyduck, no, and it's like trying to like catch him with like the Pokeball, and Psyduck just like.
And then Misty's like, what moves can Psyduck even use?
Yeah, and
Tail whip.
That's what Dexter comes
that's when
back out. Yeah.
Dexter comes out like 3 more times.
Yeah. So, move number 1, tail whip. Tyler. Psyduck webs.
Tyler.
Psyduck. Let me start again.
We don't talk about
tail whip.
Psyduck.
Psyduck wags its tail.
Yeah.
There we go.
I felt sorry for Psyduck.
I
In this,
did.
This
He was like
part.
overstimulated.
Yeah, and like he got called. Meowth calls him like a loser and like pathetic.
Kicks him in the face.
Yeah.
It's just pure.
But then Psyduck turns it around.
Yeah, I said we've all been a. I wrote we've all been a Psyduck.
We've all been.
We've all been a
Psyduck.
Psyduck. I'm a Psyduck.
Psyduck gets roasted and stuff, and then out of nowhere he uses apparently confusion and disable.
Well, he goes to scratch attack on the Arbok. Arbok bites on its head,
That's right.
making Psyduck's headache even worse, which then builds up to the disable being used, and eventually follow up with a confusion.
And he basically like force pushes them out of the...
He makes Team Rocket blast off again.
Yeah, he does.
Psyduck is the hero.
And then he also uses his powers to clean the gunk off.
How does that work?
I thought it might have been like more disable or something. Maybe.
Yeah, well, it's just like he's using its psychic powers to like free his friends.
Yeah,
I guess.
I love Psyduck, but I'm quite intrigued as to why he's given so many psychic powers, being a water type.
Well,
I thought he
in the
was
game,
water psychic.
Psyduck does get like psychic power
he's just
confusion
water.
as well.
Yeah, you get some in the games too, but like you would have thought when Psyduck evolves into Golduck, there would have been maybe a duo type in there.
Oh yeah,
which never comes. It's something you would expect.
Does
with that.
Golduck have duo?
No, it's just the water
it's
type.
not even in the modern game.
They're both straight water types. Yeah.
Oh my god! I always thought
But
he
they
was
do
psychic.
get psychic attacks.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe they were just
It's
like
really cool.
categorizing
But I
it
guess
differently.
like it would have been awesome to have them be a duo type. But
I wonder if it's because of their Kappa inspiration.
Yeah, they're based off of Kappa, which is like you know that rain dish on its head, like Lombre's kind of like.
Oh
that
right,
as well.
okay.
Because I would have thought, if I had to pick, I'd say Psyduck was because it's in his name, Psy.
Yeah, you would believe it.
I would say
duck.
he was psychic more than water.
Well,
even in the Pokemon Take Pikachu movie.
Yeah,
main
yeah.
thing is being
Well,
psychic.
that's where that Psyduck was inspired
hands down,
from this
yeah.
Psyduck.
But then,
Misty's
but then
Psyduck.
again, they explain the reason with Psyduck's psychic powers, and it's because of this always constant headache.
Yeah.
That he has so much psychic power, the only way he can contain it is through this giant headache, and then when it gets too much for him, it all erupts and explodes.
It's I think as well as that, it's like they can't give the main trio a psychic type Pokemon that is proficient in psychic abilities because pretty
Psychic
much
is overpowered.
that breaks a lot of the plot points out because they could just use their psychic powers.
I mean, especially in the original game as well, when Red and Blue was out,
Yeah,
there was Abracadabra, Alakazam, and Mewtwo,
Yeah.
Jinx.
and Jinx.
But we don't talk about Jinx.
Yeah,
I
we talk
thought
about
you were
Jinx.
jinxing Harry.
Yeah, same.
It took me a bit.
We'll get to Jinx when we get to Jinx.
Yeah.
It's a very infamous episode.
Aren't we close to Jinx?
No, it's next season.
Well, it's like it's airing.
Is
it
it?
could be anywhere, I think.
Orange Island it came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Midway through Orange Island.
So Misty decides to keep Psyduck as well when because Koga and Aya are like, oh, we'll do anything for that.
Koga
that
offers to
Pokemon."
trade the Psyduck for his Venomoth.
Yeah, and Aya's like the same. Says that she'd trade her Venonat for the Psyduck, and she's like, no, I'm gonna keep it.
Of course, Misty wouldn't want to trade her Pokemon for a bug type.
Yes,
That's
you're
a
wrong.
good
Yeah.
point. She doesn't like.
She didn't
bug
freak
types.
out though in this one.
How do you feel about Venomoth?
It's gross. I don't like moths.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But
fair.
you know, the thing about Pokemon moths is that they are predictable because you tell them what to do.
Big brain.
Oh, what about wild ones?
Yeah, well then you kill them.
Hey.
A giant 3-foot moth of the wild, Logan. Who can use psychic moves?
So I do think like Psyduck is like quite a fun way of going about having like psychic representation on the team because it's like it makes it more of an event when Psyduck shows
Exactly
up.
that. Most of the time he's there to be a comic foil, but then when he's a badass, he's a badass.
He's like he makes you kind of it makes you want to like just like you're waiting for that climax, that psychic explosion.
Do you know that Psyduck's one of my favorite Pokemon?
Yeah, he's like one of my favorites.
But probably one of my
I
top.
love Psyduck.
Probably one of my top 10.
I was like, I forgot because I haven't watched an episode in a while. I forgot that Psyduck was actually there,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then I saw him at the very beginning, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, I forgot that this
yeah,
was like
Psyduck.
such a Psyduck heavy
Yeah.
episode, but I appreciated Psyduck for being there. He helped elevate the episode by quite a bit.
But it's not just a Psyduck episode. Ash and Koga have a rematch in this
thank
episode.
God.
Thank God we get a
Are you happy
rematch.
that you got your rematch?
Yeah, it finishes with a fight, which is nice.
If this was like earlier, like one of the earlier battles, I think they would have just given.
It was fully
You would have
building
just
up to
given to
Koga
the-
being like,
Yeah.
have a badge, Ash,
Yeah.
again.
They said that to Misty though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They said
that's right, yeah.
if
That-
Misty had given the Psyduck away, she would have gotten a badge.
I thought they said like that this Pokemon deserved the marsh
They're
badge.
like, it's like stay that,
But not Misty.
That
So
it wasn't her.
is soul badge worthy.
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
was
yeah,
the
soul
line.
Yeah.
Can you imagine just like a single Pokemon entering the league by itself?
That Psyduck can do it.
Yeah.
I believe in Psyduck.
It's
I believe in
a,
Psyduck.
the
I believe in
rematch.
Harvey
who
Dent.
is it? It's Charmander versus
Against Golbat.
Golbat.
Golbat this
That's
time.
right.
Golbat looks
Charmander
weird in
versus-
this one.
Why do you think that?
His body looks very small. For,
Oh, I was thinking that about
Mm.
Bulbasaur. I was like, he pretty thick this episode. He was like a chunky boy.
Yeah.
Golbat's an interesting Pokemon because its whole body is just its mouth.
It's,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
more mouth.
Yeah,
than
it's more
Pokemon.
mouth than body. It's mouth with wings.
Ash
He
has to
could
pull
like
out
demolish an ice cream.
Dexter again, actually.
Yeah, he hasn't seen
Yeah.
Golbat yet.
But he has seen Zubat, so yeah, I guess
Golbat
he's
being
gonna-
Zubat's evolution.
I find
And
it
then-
interesting that with the Pokedex entry, they actually mentioned like it can drain this X amount of blood.
Does it
Yeah.
say that?
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
because
didn't hear that.
they don't do that like anymore.
Well, in
Yeah,
the
it
games,
makes
they
life.
are kind of still creepy with their dex entries,
Yeah.
but maybe not as much in the
Yeah,
anime.
Harry
anime.
read out a whole bunch of creepy
I did. That's
Dexter.
going to be a
Yes.
game that will return soon.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll make
that's a
sure
good
of it.
Oh, when Brock gets flamethrowered
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
Charmander's like wayward flamethrower, and he goes like, "Ouch!"
Yeah.
This is so good.
Yeah, it's a fun battle, but a pretty quick battle.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
because like Charmander gets like spun around, then just
Yeah.
uses flamethrower and destroys the
He
Golbat.
finishes Golbat with a fire spin, and this is where I thought in my mind, Mandela effect. This is where Charmander evolved.
Yeah, I would have thought as well.
Oh.
But it's not. It's not. It's
Yeah.
later on.
And then, Ash gets his soul badge.
Yeah, Soul
now he
Badge,
has six
he gets
badges.
his sixth
Six
gym badge.
already.
He
I
only
can't
needs
believe
eight,
it.
right?
Up to
I
six.
can't
Yeah.
believe
Eight.
we've recorded like 30, like over 30
We're getting over
episodes.
halfway now, right?
It's 52 episodes. We just did 31. There's 21 episodes left.
And we got
yeah.
about
Of the Indigo League.
We're gonna watch a couple of banned ones.
Yes.
Yes, we
Ooh.
are.
We're close.
Yeah,
there's
we're
only-
close
there's
to
only
the
one more
Safari
banned one.
episode.
Oh, there's two more
Safari
banned ones. Yep.
and Safari's,
Porygon.
Porygon.
Oh, you haven't watched Porygon?
No, it's
Yeah.
not in the
No,
order
yeah,
yet.
it's
I
coming
still
up.
haven't seen
30,
it. Dennis brought it up the
35.
other day, and I purposely didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
I found it online, so
We can all watch it.
Yeah. And then
figure it out.
I've seen it before.
and then the episode ends with Misty complimenting Psyduck.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah.
Happy ending.
It's
So,
nice,
like,
happy ending.
It's like, I think the lesson here is like you know, if you feel like, you know, you're getting personally frustrated with like life, or people are getting frustrated with you, that's not you, or like you're capable of more than what you think you're capable of.
Yeah.
And I like Psyduck because it teaches that lesson to people. Is like, you're capable of more than you can, than you think you can do.
I got the
Or what
message
other
that
people expect
headaches
of you.
should never hold you back. And no matter how much your head hurts, you can do things.
I got
Yeah.
the same message.
Those kind of sounded like final thoughts.
I got a bit more, but do you want to say your
Oh,
final
yeah.
thoughts, Logan?
Yeah, I'll say my final thoughts. Good episode. Psyduck was like this was a good Psyduck episode. Probably on par with the last episode we just watched, the Diglett one.
Yeah.
That
Diglett
Diglett
dig,
episode was
Diglett
pretty
dig.
good.
Trio.
Probably actually better. Probably one of the better gym battle episodes.
Yeah, a lot happens in this, and there's
Yeah.
fun, wacky hijinks.
Yeah, Psyduck's quite funny. And then, I like how Ash actually had that rematch.
Yeah, it was
Because I was full on expecting
Mhm.
just to be given the badge, and I was going to cry. But yeah, he got the badge. He earned it. And now there's only two more.
Only two more.
I'm hyped.
Do you have any more final thoughts to add on, Dennis?
Yeah, it's a fun episode. Psyduck was shout out to the MVP of the episode, Voltor
Dugong. Oh.
and Dugong as
Oh,
well.
actually, Lorenz as well. Do you have any unsung heroes?
Oh.
Any Pokemon out there that you think just need a shout
Steal
out?
Oliver's gimmick.
Yeah.
Think about that while Dennis does his rest of his final
I have
thoughts.
final thoughts too.
Yeah,
So.
really good episode. I enjoyed it more because I remember seeing it coming up, and I was like, oh, I used to watch this on the VHS tapes that we borrowed from the library.
The VHS tips.
VHS
VHS
tapes.
Because like on the VHS tapes, they would only have like 3 to an episode, so I would borrow like a bunch because like we never bought them because VHS tapes are expensive. So then we'd borrow them from the library, and I'd like put them in like like that like
brick a house with
that
VHS tapes.
that warping. of like VHS
Yeah.
is like so nostalgic to me, and I'm just imagining it now.
That's cute.
Like
I
the
love that.
and yeah, Koga. I thought Koga was cool. I mean, we didn't really get much of his character.
No.
We was
About
just
as
like,
much as Sabrina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like, I thought it was an interesting choice having Aya there as well, because story wise, it didn't really make.
She kind of was just there.
She was
was
there
there.
to get beaten and make Koga look stronger. I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think she was there to also make Ash look capable too.
yeah.
So we haven't seen him battle in a while.
But yeah,
Sure.
it's also kind of just like I was just like you could have just had him beat Koga's first Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think as well, like it's like Aya's like a cute anime girl, and like I think at this point in the series, like a lot of the animators were like, mainly guys, and would have wanted to draw like cute anime girls.
Hmm.
So
Lovely.
potentially that as well.
Lorenz, any
fun
final
episode.
thoughts?
Final thoughts. This episode is just as good as I remember it.
Yeah.
Because going.
you remembered this episode, right?
Yeah, because like going back to the VHS things, whenever my grandma would go stateside, like she would bring me Pokemon VHS tapes. This is one of the few things I actually own.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah,
That's
so
cool.
That's so cool.
so it's just as good as I remember it. I mean, parts of it haven't aged well,
Mhm.
Yeah.
but like that's like a part of anime in the 90s.
Exactly.
It's
That's
like
part of
it's
the
product
90s,
of it. Yes,
It was very much a Wild West, I think. Like they would, like especially at the start of the 90s.
Some would
where
say a wild east.
Oh, yeah. They would cut stuff up, and they would like edit things incredibly to change rice balls to jelly donuts and stuff like that.
It was a weird time.
Yeah.
And like I remember loving Venomoth. Then I started using it for competitive ages ago.
Oh yeah.
Then I stopped thinking about it because Butterfree was way better.
Yes.
Then in Pokemon Go competitive, Venomoth is actually good.
Let me tell you
It
about
actually has a badge called the Mighty Moth Challenge.
Oh.
So you have to solo like a Exeggutor raid ages ago with just a Venomoth.
Oh,
So it has like a
cool.
cult following. Also, Twitch plays Pokemon. There's the All-Terrain
Of course.
Venomoth.
Oh,
Yeah.
ATTV. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with Venomoth as well, it's quite a widely known conspiracy theory that Caterpie and Venonat had their evolutions mixed up.
Swapped, yeah.
Because Butterfree looks more like an evolution of Venomoth, and of Venonat, and Venomoth looks more like an evolution of Caterpie.
You can breathe, Logan.
Oh, that's funny.
If you look at the Caterpie, it has like the little red thing it has on its head.
Yeah.
Venomoth has the same thing, just elongated, and they have the same eyes. Then you look at Venonat and Butterfree; they have the same color, the same purple color, and then the same eyes as well.
I would say I prefer Butterfree's design. Like, if they did change it, I could see why they did. Because, like, I would say Butterfree is like way more aesthetic.
And
Yeah,
you know,
it's much
you,
more
you,
appealing.
you get a butterfly out of a caterpillar. You don't
That
get
is
a
true.
Just
get a
makes
moth out
sense.
of a moth. Unsung hero.
I have two.
Go.
Okay, go.
First off, New Zealand's Pokemon. One regional we have, it's Relicanth.
Okay.
Is that the regional New Zealand Pokemon?
Yeah,
Ah!
which does not make sense because we don't have coelacanths in New Zealand. But I digress. And
Marine biologist, everybody.
and the second one is because I was using it in Dynamax raids the other days. Octillery.
Octillery. Keep your head up high,
Keep
champions.
your head up, Octillery and Relicanth.
Great. My final thoughts is pretty much what's all being said. I also remember it pretty clearly. I felt like I didn't actually need to watch this. But when I watched it, I was like, yep, cool. This is great. I really enjoy it. It's really fun. It's a nostalgic episode for me. But again, I thought the Charmander evolved and he didn't. But it was awesome to see Psyduck get so much of his potential shown. And he's such a fun character. I can't wait for more of Psyduck.
I'm looking forward to seeing when Charmander evolves.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to when Ash catches another Pokemon.
Yeah.
Hopefully that's soon. Have you done final thoughts, Logan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to like the next episode.
I love the
Oh, what
next
is the next
episode.
The next episode is called The Flame Pokeathlon.
Ooh,
So
Is that the next
good.
one?
It
I
is.
saw
Yes,
it
it
looked
is.
I
like
love
he was
that one.
riding a Ponyta in the
Yeah,
next
yeah.
episode.
I'm
It looks
very
like-
much
I
excited.
a lot
love
to
that
talk
one.
about.
I love
That's
that
great.
one.
Well, hey, Dexter's even. Stay tuned for that one.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming as well, Lorenz.
Yeah,
Before we
it's
say
excellent having you.
goodbye.
Yeah,
it's
Thank you
been
for
great.
having me.
Do you
Yeah.
have anything to plug or?
Not really, no.
keep-
I'm a boring
okay.
person, man.
Okay. Come see our stew show if you're listening to this.
Table.
Tablet.
All right,
table.
come see my show as well on Fringe Festival.
Yeah.
You meet in a tavern.
And loyal Dexers out there. Actually, how did
can
we
we
forget to plug
that?
the Dexperience show?
We're doing a live Dexperience show come March
Yeah.
20th.
I'm sorry. Can I just
March.
pause here a second because you actually cut me off with my show? I'm sorry.
yes,
Tyler
sorry.
wasn't finished.
Oh, Harry. No.
Come see my show, which my brand new theater company, Tiny Dinosaur, will be premiering. A D&D story. You meet in a tavern, a D&D story. It's the one night only, 13th of March. And now we could talk about the Dexperience live show.
Yes, we're doing.
Yes.
Sorry for interrupting.
That's okay. That's okay.
we just got so excited.
So excited.
We're doing like a live Dexperience show on the 20th of March. It's gonna be the first Pokemon movie.
Yes, Pokemon the movie.
J&M's Fast
Mewtwo
Food.
Are you
Strikes
doing it
Back.
at J&M?
We're
Yeah,
doing
doing
it,
J&M.
It was the only place that would take us.
That's a lie.
It's because it was just like cheap. Like,
Yep.
A live chat. So come along. We probably have an audience participation.
Yeah, like if you
ask
have,
us
will, we'll
questions.
if you have
Yeah.
any, we'll have the room open. If you like have any comments,
Oh, yes.
we'll like do like a comment section at the end.
We were
I
thinking
think.
of streaming us live watching the movie
yeah.
as well as up in the air.
or like
Yeah.
doing a live commentary.
But also, if you come and watch the
maybe.
show, please do watch the movie because it'll make it easier for you to follow along. as
Yeah.
well.
Definitely.
And like
Oh, I thought of something.
yeah.
Oh.
People, please play VGC here in New Zealand.
Yes.
Yes.
Nobody plays in Wellington. There's
Actually,
a big group.
do you
in
want to talk
Auckland.
more about Victory Up and the partnership you're trying to start?
Well, the partnership isn't there yet.
Oh well,
but
the
Potentially,
monthly,
though,
the
by the
potential
time this
monthly
comes out.
extension
So
of what we did.
potential monthly extension of Victor Up's Switch Party. So that the last one we did had a VGC component to it, and I'm a very big proponent of Pokemon VGC in general, just because I want VGC to be a big esport because it already is, but
It should be bigger.
it's not as well known as things like League and other
Fortnite.
things.
And just to clarify, VGC means
The video game championships.
Oh yeah.
So it's another way of looking at Pokemon because what I find with Pokemon is everybody can love it in their own way.
Yes.
And this is how I love Pokemon, just competing and like battling with other people. So if you haven't heard of VGC before, just take a look.
Take a
have
look.
fun.
You can find the yearly World Championships on YouTube easily to watch if you want to catch up.
You can use crazy Pokemon like Lightning Rod Seeking because I have and it's pretty good.
So you can get sliding rope.
Yes.
It's hidden ability. Crazy.
Yes.
And check out some awesome other poker YouTubers. You have Wolfie, a former world champion. You have the Jay Witz, a former TCG competitor. Puka Sukovic, again another TCG champion. There's so much out there. Go and check it out. If you're keen for more Pokemon, guys, go and have a look. It's really fun.
And and follow us on Facebook, please.
And email us at the Dexperience podcast at gmail.com. That
It's-
is the Dexperience
The
podcast.
Dexperience
Yeah,
podcast.
that is in the email.
Yeah.
it
I
is.
was just thinking that's kind of confusing.
That's
it is.
fine.
But,
Email us at the Dexperience.
at the-
Once again, thank you for coming, Lorenz.
Yes, thank you so much,
Thank you for
Lorenz.
having
You're a
me.
champion.
applause.
And if you're listening during the day, I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Good
And if you're
rest of
listening in the evening, have
a good night.
Night, Dexters.
Good night.
Bye-de-ho.
Make
Bye.
sure.
Bye-de-ho.
Bye-de-ho.
Keep steezing.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes too.
Dexperience. Digimon.
Dexperience.
If you're watching during the day, have a good day.
Dexperience.
Have a good night.
Dexperience.
Live your dreams.
Dexperience.
Everything you could want.
Dexperience.
Everything that you need.
Dex.